Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. Today in Pak Studies, our topic is evolutionary process of ideology of Pakistan. Ideology of Pakistan took shape through evolutionary process. As we see, the Muslim ruled the subcontinent for centuries. They continued living freely according to their teachings of Islam, their religion. With the arrival of the British and with the rule of the British, it caused harm to the free status of Muslim and Islam in India. During their reign, the Muslims were oppressed. When the British rule was near its end, it was evident that the Hindu majority government will be formed in the subcontinent. It was feared that after getting rid of temporary slavery of the British, the Muslim will become permanent slaves of the Hindus. So many Muslim dignitaries, including Sir Syed Ahmad Khan, Allama Iqbal, and Muhammad Ali Jinnah, started their efforts for the security, dignity, and freedom of the Muslim community in the subcontinent. As a result of these dignified personalities, Pakistan came into being. Now, the creation of Pakistan was unique in the sense that it was based on the ideological commitments in the light of the religion of Islam. Ideology of Pakistan basically means that the Pakistan should be a state where the Muslims should have opportunity to live according to the faith and creed based on the Islamic principles. It should cover political, social, economical, and religious aspects of the human life. Ideology of Islam is the ideology of Pakistan. The efforts of the Sir Syed Ahmad Khan. Sir Syed Ahmad Khan was the first Muslim leader who presented the idea of two-nation theory. He was the pioneer of the two-nation theory. Sir Syed Ahmad Khan first used the word two nations for Hindus and Muslims. Sir Syed Ahmad Khan was convinced by the hatred of Congress and Hindu towards the Muslims that both nations cannot stay united in the single country and the future of the Muslim will be safe only if they have their own separate country. Allama Iqbal and the ideology of Pakistan. Allama Iqbal never used the word Pakistan in his speeches, but in all his speeches he demanded separate homeland for the Muslims of the subcontinent. His sayings are considered as the ideology of Pakistan. For example, in his Allahabad address, he said, Islam is a lively power which frees human mind from the country and racist thought. If we understand this thing, then we can be the leaders of the prominent Indian civilization. Another saying, Islam is the way of success. The lesson which I learned from the history is that Islam always helped the Muslims at the time of difficulty. But Muslim did not save Islam. Even today, ideology of Islam can save you being from destruction by uniting you divided powers. He also demanded a separate homeland for the Muslims of India. He said, I desired that by joining Punjab, Sindh, Balochistan, and WFP, a separate state should be made, which is under the British rule or outside the British rule. This is necessary because in Northwest, a separate Muslim state has become the fate of Muslims. I demand for the benefit of Islam and of the subcontinent, a strong Islamic state is created. Now what Qaid stated about the two-nation theory and about the Hindu-Muslim future. He said that Hindus and Muslims belong to two different religious philosophies with different social customs and literature. They neither intermarry nor eat together and indeed belong to two different civilizations whose very foundation are based on the conflicting ideas and concepts. In an interview with Beverly Nicholas, the founder of the Pakistan movement, Muhammad Ali Jinnah, said in 1944, you must remember that Islam is not merely a religious doctrine but a realistic, practical code of conduct. I am thinking in terms of everything important in life. I am thinking in terms of our history, our heroes, our art, architecture, music, our laws, and jurisprudence. The basis of the Muslim nationhood was neither territorial nor racial. Rather, they were nation based because they belonged to the same faith, Islam. So, all the leaders demanded that the areas where they were in majority, the Muslims were in majority, should be constituted into a sovereign state, wherein they could order their lives in accordance with the teachings of Holy Quran and Sunnah of Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. After going through the lesson, class, you are supposed to do the exercise given on page 15 to 18. Go through the lesson and attempt the exercise independently. Thank you.